My name is Ishita Chakraborty. I'm a visual artist. I live and work in between Switzerland and India. So in the center of Manor Kunstpreis exhibition, there are landscapes, plantation landscapes, political landscapes, tropical rainforests as a site of exploitation and extraction. And also land as a site of border violence, of deportations, and all these practices of power that often govern these spaces. Recently, I was looking at a placard, poster from the protests where it was written, "Climate justice can't happen without racial justice." There is this work which is called Resistance to, which are hundreds of barbed wires which are installed on the wall. So in this room from far, when you look at these barbed wires, it looks like an ocean or a sea which is flowing, or like an unfinished poem. But when you closely examine them, when you look at them, you feel they are extremely fragile. They're very identical to the real one, but they speak about, they challenge the ideas we often carry in our head, that it's something very concrete, but it's not. It questions how fragile our systems are. So the artwork title, Between the Land and Sea, these glass barricades, they are made out of transparent mouth-blown glass. And to produce this work, you need heat. And I was collaborating with Manuel Cota, who has this expertise to blow this glass.
Du kannst es anpassen, wie du willst.
Yeah. And as an artist, materially speaking, I find certain idea of material is fixed into our mind. For example, these metal barricades, which is a tool to control the mass or protest, which is also used to control the movement of people. Forest floor, which is a miniature painting, but they're exhibited together, which is 12 meters wide. It's like a panorama of a forest, which used to be a forest, but turned into a barren land, like dead earth, excavated earth, nothing is alive there anymore. So it's what I have seen during my 3 months residency in Brazilian rainforest. All these plantations of soya bean, and also, logging, mining of the rivers and the land for gold, turning these lush green forests into like a desert, So one of the artwork in this exhibition called Protest Song, Winds of Change, where you see large oak tree. It's a dead oak tree from the local forest here in Switzerland. And a megaphone is hanging and coming out from this tree, where you hear the songs of resistance. For this particular piece, I worked with Hura Mirshakari, who is an Iranian musician, composer, and an artist living in France, and with Victor and Biliana, who are Bulgarian musicians and artists. When you listen to this piece where Hura is singing in her very powerful voice, challenging the dictators, from last year, I started working with these Indian sari fabrics. They are called chapa. Chapa means print, and they are coming from the region of Bengal, Bihar, and also in Bangladesh. And for me, they hold a very special significance because they're part of these brown bodies. In the center of this exhibition, you see this large-scale wall mural called O Bastante. The title I have adapted from Portuguese, which means enough is enough. I challenge the idea of tropic as exotic or often seen as an untouched paradise. At the same time, these rainforests are constantly being extracted and exploited. So I have used chalk to draw directly on the wall. And on the center of these, drawings, you see the cutouts of botanical illustrations which are pasted on Indian sari fabric. For me, it was an interesting process to cut them out, like cutting them out of a context, like cutting them out of a history book or a science book. And also it shows the movement of plants. For example, there you see different kinds of plants, like rubber tree, you see geranium, you see edelweiss, you see the birds of the paradise, and most of these plants are tropical plants. They came from Africa, from South Asia, from South America, and they are part of our everyday life. They are indoor plants, and we tend to forget their origin and their naturalization process.